I followed my dreams and opened an antique store to have adventures and spend time as a family. Sometimes you have to climb a mountain and open some new doors to find the treasures inside. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc. So every time I hop in this car and I go on an adventure, there's people waving and honking and smiling, and it's lots of fun. And I feel like it's an emergency situation too, because I'm in an ambulance and I'm off on these missions to go and look for antiques. Well, today is no different than most other days. Today I am following up on a lead. A fellow has called me at the shop. Actually, he was a person watching from home on YouTube, very much like yourselves, called me at the store. He happens to live in the same city as me. And he asked me if I could come by his place and see if he's got some stuff that I might want to buy for the store. So that's where I'm headed. Hopefully going to find some really cool stuff. So let's go check this place out and see what there is. Okay, so we have arrived. So we're going to head inside the garage and see what he's got. Hopefully some cool stuff. Oh. So first off, Brian, this is a pretty thick stucco garage. What's the story with this?
This thing is all made of straw bales.
This is straw bales. And when did they put this together?
I'm thinking back in the 60s. I don't own the home myself.
Okay.
But from what I heard from the owner, this is the first one of its type built in Edmonton.
In Edmonton. So they would have just taken the straw bales, square bales, I take it?
Yes.
Just laid them out as a stack and then just stuck it over top.
And just applied stucco over top and with a wire over it first, as you can see, and just hold it together.
Well, that's pretty cool. I can say I haven't been inside of a straw bale garage before. So you just moved into this place not too long ago?
Yes.
Okay. So you've got all kinds of stuff in here. So we were kind of looking around a little bit, and there's a few things that kind of jumped out right away. The bartender with the box, and you said this guy works?
Yep.
These are kind of a fun toy. They were built in the 50s. Japan made a lot of toys after the war. And these were really popular. As a bar accessory, you'd have it there. Your friends would come over for a drink, and then, you'd turn the batteries on, and the guy would have a drink, and smoke would come out, and they'd probably say, "Hey, that's going to be us in a couple minutes." Ha ha ha. Yeah. Some oil cans, lots of bottles. It's lots of neat stuff. I love the orange crush rack. So, well, I think there's a few things here that might work for the shop. So we'll see if we can strike a deal and get the stuff loaded up in the old ambulance. The walk of shame. I didn't bring enough cash with me, so I've got to hit a bank machine and head back over. And I can't remember which one of you asked if I ever saw Ladas sitting around, and I said, yeah, every once in a while. This is crazy, but there's one right there. So yeah, these things are around. I mean, it's a really weird thing to see here, but yeah, there's a Lada right there. These definitely aren't something you see in Canada very often, but this guy's driving it, so good on him. All right, well, thanks very much, Brian.
No problem.
All loaded up and ready to go.
Okay.
So Brian was a super nice guy. When I was out getting the money from the cash machine, he put everything in boxes for me and got it all ready to go. So when I get back to the house, we're gonna unpack the boxes and I'll show you exactly what I got. And yeah, hopefully you'll think it's neat too. And one thing I didn't think about when I pulled in the alley was that I had to do a 3-point turn to get out of here. And that's not the easiest thing to do in the old ambulance, but we got it done. I'm gonna head back and show you guys what's in the back. The guy taking the picture out there. Well, probably not the paparazzi, but an enthusiast of old cars, perhaps. Maybe this picture will end up on his Facebook page or in some local newspaper. Either way, it'll be good advertising since my business name is all over this big old ambulance, and that's exactly what I'm hoping for. But now to get to the shop. Okay, so let me show you a few of the things that I got. I ended up bringing them to the shop here and got them set up this afternoon. So yeah, just a few cool little things that I got from Brian. Let's have a look. The first was the old Orange Crush bottle rack. Now, I believe this is from probably the 1960s or so. It's got tin backing on it, but it is a little bit more of the newer style Crush logo with the flowers there. The older logo from the real old stuff, the 20s and 30s and 40s, had the little Crushy guy on it. So It's a little bit newer, but it's cool. And I did get all of these bottles too. Now, some guys actually have racks like this, and they look for the bottles to fill it up, like we've done here. So there's a good variety of them, just different brands: Coca-Cola, 7-Up, ginger ale, and there's a few that are a little bit more unusual too, like the Drury Dry Ginger Ale with the Mountie on it, and a couple others that I'm gonna have to check out and see if they're a little bit more special. But I didn't expect to have a big bottle collection, but I definitely have one now. I also got a few oil cans from him. This is a nice early Canadian Mobil oil can with the Pegasus on it, and you can see Mobil Oil of Canada right on there. Good color. Sometimes the cans are dated, where it'll actually say where it is. So this one, 54. It's not a super early one. The early ones were soldered seam. This is a folded seam, crimped, but still a lot of people like that graphic. And if you're filling up a rack of Mobil oil cans, it's a good thing to have. White Rose, Canadian exclusive gas station. White Rose was part of the Anarco brand, which is also in the US. But White Rose, nice antifreeze tin there. BA, British American Petroleum, little pressure grease can. Nice old Quaker State snowmobile can. And I don't normally buy telephone insulators, but these ones are a little bit more unusual, and you can see that on the top they say CNR. So these would have been at the top of basically like a phone line or any kind of line that they need to have wire transfer, usually phone lines, and they would wrap the wires around the top. These are Canadian National Railway, CNR. So as much as I don't deal in insulators, because they're very common, the CNR ones are a little bit more unusual and definitely worth picking up. And then we got this guy, little bartender with his box, and I put some batteries in it. And sure enough, he's working away there. So let's see, he's gonna make himself a drink. And even at the time, this would have been meant for kids. So there he goes, he's gonna pour himself a martini. And you would have put train smoke inside of him so that smoke actually blew out of his ears too. Oh, actually it is puffing a little bit of smoke still. That's pretty surprising that he's still working even with the smoke. So kind of a cute little novelty. Nice to see that it's in really good working condition too. So it wasn't a huge car full of stuff today, but there were some really neat items in there which will definitely add to the shop. So thanks so much for watching again this week. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can also check us out online at curiosityedmonton.ca. We're on Facebook, Instagram, all those good places as well. And you can come here live in person, as we are an actual little store too. So make sure to reach out to us if you ever have the chance and come see us. But have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.